The F3H Demon in action. Squadron Signal Publications, aircraft number 140. A quick overview of the format of this book and my heartfelt thumbs up recommendation that this is a go-to reference guide for modeling and scaling. Squadron Signal first appeared, I believe, back in the 1970s. And I'll give you the story about some of that as these video series continues. But for now, the basic description is the book is an 11 inches by 8.5 inches format. And here's the back cover. Squadron Signal has a format for these types of books, and there's a lot of them, that's for sure. And here are some of the names that are very familiar in Squadron Signal. You have Jim Mesko as your author. The color producers are Don Greer and Tom Tullis, and the illustrator for most of the line drawings, Joe Sewell. You see that there? And then here is another frontispiece. Talks about the front cover. Again, looks like this. Front cover. And those are two F3H-2 Demons of VF41. You see here, copyright 1994, Squadron Signal Publications. Here you see a general overview of what these books look like. I'm not going to show you too much of it. Don't know how much trouble I can get in for doing that. But if you want to learn about aircraft, and if you want to have a reference guide on a very easy to understand scale, most of what I've learned from all of these planes is based on the captions of these photographs and then through the years cross-referencing all that stuff. Squadron Signal Publications, the In Action series, is a great way to start. I'm not going to go over the F3H Demon and all that. There's plenty of content on the internet and on YouTube about the specifics of it. But this is for general overall view. It's a mid-1950s Navy interceptor that flew off of aircraft carriers, suffered from a lot of the same problems that a lot of aircraft in the 1950s were plagued by, and that was underpowered engines. Contractors like Allison and Westinghouse were consistently under-delivering in their stated power performance. So as a result, these planes suffered from controllability issues for throttle response, and that's not good around a ship when you need to be able to throttle up quickly and decelerate. Of course, deceleration wasn't much of a problem, but acceleration certainly was. It took a long time for these engines to spool and get their power, and that's not good when you're coming in on the approach glide slope. Maverick at 3/4 of a mile, call the ball. So single engine, single pilot, kind of a follow-on to the aircraft like the F9F Panther, and a precursor to the legendary McDonnell Douglas Phantom II. Of course, this was produced by McDonnell Aircraft, which then became McDonnell Douglas, which is now Boeing. But that's it for the overview of this Squadron Signal, aircraft number 140, the F3H Demon in action. Thanks, everybody.